I want to know why, and here's Vahid, yeah, and so how did you start all this? This is kind of mad. You're from Perth and you're running tours to Iran, through Iran.
I came here on a whim the first time, and when I got here, I spent a month. And in a month, this is in 2012, in a month I saw 5 tourists.
Wow.
I spoke to every tourist I saw in Iran. So you've seen, now that you're in Iran, you're chatting to tourists all day and locals all day and all the rest of it. I spoke to every tourist because it was about one a week. Even in Persepolis, Mainsgrove, Esfahan, didn't matter, you just didn't see tourists. And like everyone around the world, I thought it might have been dangerous. Who knows? When I got here, saw no tourists and left, I thought it's almost criminal that it's such a friendly, welcoming country and no one comes here. And I thought, well, maybe I can bring tourists here.
Had you been involved in tourism up to that point? No, nothing.
Nothing. And there's a few hurdles to bring tourists to Iran, but I ended up doing a tour in another country first and it all worked out well. I thought, well, I'll just do the same thing in Iran.
What was that other country?
Serbia, Bosnia-Herzegovina and Montenegro. And at the time, even Serbia had a bad reputation. People would say, isn't there a war going on there? Isn't it dangerous? And blah, blah, blah. And it just wasn't.
Are you still doing tours to those countries?
No, because I feel as though those countries have now surpassed that reputation. And people now know that Serbia is not dangerous. So I've moved on. I did my job and I've moved on.
And when you moved on, you met this guy?
Yeah, I met Vahid.
Who is this guy?
This is Vahid from Shiraz.
From Shiraz? Mm-hmm. Is that different from being from, say, Tehran?
Yeah,
or...
Shirazis are very lazy. That's the main thing that everybody should know. Which suits me fine. being the professional that I am.
Vahid?
Yeah.
Tell me about this guy.
I met Nathan's in 2014 or 13.
I think, one of those two.
And I can say to you that he is, and actually his wife, they are my best friends ever that I have ever had. And I don't think that I can find better than them.
Tell us how it is for you that you now help people learn about and know the Iran, the Shiraz that you know.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I think the feeling that it gives you is very different. Why? Because you can make someone happy at least, and happy not only from the countries, from being in that area, from being in that country. So I think this feeling, if you can give to someone, I think you satisfied from your job. You will be satisfied from whatever that you did for them, and I think it can actually come to you for a moment that is end of the world for you.
Now, we've only got a minute left because we've already used up almost 4 minutes. What I want to know from both of you is what you want us, that's the tourists who come here, what you want us to do, to say when we get home.
There you go, first.
Tarof? Who is...
Yeah.
I think if that's hard questions right now that I want to think about it and tell to your camera.
You got a fucking fly on you. Did you see that?
It says it was a massive fly.
I want people to understand that it's really simple. If you like to travel anywhere around this world, come to Iran. Because it's a fascinating place to visit. From the sights you will see, the history, the ancient history, the modern history, but more importantly, the Iranian people. I think that's the impression that know, most people when they leave Iran, I say, what was your favourite bit? And they say, meeting the Iranian people. But just come here, because if you like travel, it's one of the best places you will ever visit. There's no tourists here and everything is perfect.
So I wanted to say that we try, at least on behalf of Iran and behalf of Shiraz, we are trying to give you a best services as can as we.
What is the difference between a Shirazi and a Tehrani?
Shirazian, there are no difference. Because your question actually is wrong.
Wow.
What is the
You
question?
shouldn't compare actually Tehran
What
to
is-
Shiraz. You can compare.
There's
Tehran
not
to
compare.
Shiraz.
There's no comparison.
There is no comparisons between these two cities because everyone knows that Shiraz is much better.
What about Shiraz and Esfahan?
Come on, that makes it worse even. Shiraz is the first. Never compare it to other places.
Shirazis are the best people in Iran. It's just the way